Greetings, everybody. In front of me is Dr. Rahil, and he's a founder and a director at a building cleaning and also director at Work Waste Solution. And he's joining us today from Dubai, from Arab Emirates. I'm so excited that there is no distance when we want to connect, and networking is doing magnificent things right now. And Dr. Rahil is here today with us because of his story that he had shared few weeks ago. And that story had touched so many people that they have been reaching to me, asking to get more of this inspirational story that had made him who he is today. So Dr. Rahil, I'm so excited for your story, for what you have done, how you have influenced others. And that is the goal of my channel, to influence, to impact, to give them a hope, to give them motivation in their life, to encourage them. So please share with us more of your stories that you can, impact the rest of the world.
Thank you, Anna, for inviting me once again. It's really great to be here, and I really love to share my story because it's full of challenges. I don't know where to start from, as the journey of my education was full of challenges. But I'll share a few of the incidents, few of the points where I was shattered, but Almighty has supported me, and I passed all the phases of life. Even I don't know how to share, but my journey of education was full of challenges, and many times I was at the verge of losing hope to continue, but all by the grace of Almighty, I passed those challenges with A grade certification. Sometimes simple thoughts change entire life. Yes, this happened with me. Yes, I remember a statement of one of my known teacher when he said that you can't do anything in life. I took it as a challenge. And from there, I started a new journey. And when I was in grade 10, always there was a challenge of fee, although that was a minimum fee. But at that point of time, I hardly had even my monthly fee to pay. I applied for a scholarship. I struggled for almost 2 months with the procedure to follow. Later on, I got Alhamdulillah approved my scholarship for 2 years, 10th grade and 12th grade. But now I had another challenge, how to manage study expenses. Those were also like related to books, my private tuitions. For that, I planned to take tuition and started teaching secondary grade students. I had 3 tuitions, but for that I had to engage 6 to 7 hours in a day because they all were far different and distant places. But I was happy that I'm able to meet out the expenses to pay my private tuition fee. Progressively covering my journey of education in my grade 12. I was happy that I passed with very good percentage. But same time, I had a mixed feeling of worrisome that again I had to struggle for my fees. In first year graduation, I had to pay for the whole year, although it was very, very minimal fees. And I took advance tuition fee for 5 months. I had to pay for that loan. And one installment of loan was hardly 100 rupees, Indian rupees. So for that, I started taking tuitions. In masters, I enroll, but again, the same challenge I faced for the whole year. I had to pay. I started going to university, but and applied for the scholarship, but it was but without luck. With a
Mm.
heavy heart, I prepared my mind to discontinue my studies, pursuing my passion for education. And that time, HOD, uh, she asked me to come to the university and share the problem. I hesitantly shared with the hope that maybe she would approve my scholarship and I would continue my studies. But rather, she offered me something very different, like to pay for my, she was ready to pay for my fees, and I was really happy, for which, really happy that I could continue my education. I was
That's
happy to keep
amazing.
I was happy to keep continuing my masters, and now I started saving for my second year fees. And every day was a challenge.
Yes.
You know, when I paid for my fees, I had another challenge for my textbooks.
Mm.
And my second challenge was my course books. Every time, one day before, I used to take a textbook from one of my students, one of my classmates, and go for a Xerox copy. I used to take a Xerox and then I study.
Wow. Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
so this happened for another 4 months till I collected some funds for to purchase my books.
Hmm. That's amazing. Rahel, let me ask you a question. Who was your
Mhm.
greatest cheerleader or encourager in your path for education? Who was there for you at all time?
Uh, there are two, two people. I would rather say two people. One, uh, my HOD, head of the department, Miss
Hmm.
Sumitra Kukreti. She always encouraged me. And another, I myself.
Hmm. Yes. Yeah. And I have a question. What would you tell them right now if you were standing in front of them? What would you want to tell them at this moment?
Uh, First of all, I would like to thank my teacher
Mm-hmm.
that she has helped me at that time when no one was there. And this nature of hers, not for me only, she helped many students there in university and encouraged them. And there's one more person who motivated me is one of my very close friend, Mr. Asjad Raza Khan. He helped me in my career, also helped me in giving me sources for my education as well as for my career. When I started my research papers, I had I didn't know that I was suffering with this fatal disease. So I ordered before the diagnosis. I ordered um, some of the books. When I was diagnosed, I after 2 days of my diagnosis, I called the bookshop,
Mm.
syndicate bookshop, Miss Santosh Verma. I said that I'm sorry, I wanted to cancel my order because I am having such and such problem.
Wow.
I'm having cancer. So
Mm.
when after the treatment, when I went there to meet her, She, with tears in her eyes, said that, Rahil, I still have kept these books with the hope that
Wow.
one day you will come back.
Yes. Oh, what a faith.
She said that I still have not sold those books, and I wanted to give these books to you only. And she kept those books for me.
Wow. That's
And she
amazing.
was saying, whenever I see these books, I feel like that you are alive and you will come back and collect these books from
Mm,
me.
wow. 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 She knew it. This is amazing. It's like God's angel who's speaking to you.
Yes,
Wow,
yes.
unbelievable.
That
Thank you
is,
so much, Rahil, for your time, for your
thank you,
stories.
thank
And
you.
I am so looking forward for your next episode with me in my channel, because I know people are craving for something that will inspire them, because we achieve things, but people do not know behind the scene how hard we had to
True,
work
true.
to get there, about people who have motivated us, for every failure that we have made to make us get up and continue strive for our success, for our
You
dreams.
know, great. You know, Yana, since the day I took that challenge, uh, I have completed bachelor's, master's, PhD,
Hmm.
journalism, mass communication, and more than 30 diploma and degree courses.
Wow. Wow.
And I still am doing courses which is helping me in skills and all.
Yes, 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 yes. I know you're a hard worker. You never
Yeah.
give up, and you're always thirsty for more. And that's why I want you to always be part of, my journey as well, and part of the journey of the listeners and audience out there. So thank you so much again. Shukran. Masalam.
Thank you.